What is up? Gear Squad, Chaingear here, bringing you another video. Today, I want to talk to you guys about services. Also, just a side note, I'm making a delicious sandwich right now. Gluten-free bread, bacon, tomato, spices, a sauce, some cheese. I might actually do a video on that, if it's not already up. Alright, anyway, I want to talk to you guys about services. And I don't mean terms of services. If you guys didn't see that last video about people getting banned, I'm talking about services like, like Netflix or Grubhub or, I don't know, basic things that you pay for over and over again and you get value for it, right? So like PlayStation Plus is a service. I pay X amount of dollars a month or X amount of dollars a year and I get Y amount back, right? Or Z amount back, whatever, right? So I love services like that. I love Netflix where I pay a specific amount and I get to watch stuff. I like Hulu where I get to pay for stuff and I get stuff back. I like HBO, watching Game of Thrones currently. I'm paying monthly to watch Game of Thrones and I get to watch other stuff too. I like that kind of stuff. But it's interesting because games are starting to do this whole games as a service thing. And I like that. I like games as a service. I like Overwatch, for example. I buy Overwatch, I play Overwatch a couple times. I played Overwatch a lot, then I stopped. But they keep updating the game, which I love. They just keep bringing us content. And there are other games that are like that too. Destiny, an incredible game. You buy the base game, and then they just keep giving you content. Now, Destiny is actually why I want to bring this up though, because it's not just a service. You also have to buy the DLC. And don't get me wrong, that's still a service. They give you more DLC, you pay for more. I paid $60 for the game. And then I get, I pay more for more content. I think that that's fair. I think that that's okay. The problem is when the base game isn't that good. But that's actually not what I'm here to talk about. Some games, the base game, right, it's not that good, and whose fault is that? It's the developer, but we bought it, right? So, we bought the game, and it's like, well, we did it. But my problem is actually when me as an early adopter, someone that believes in Bungie, for example, the developers of, Destiny. The developers of Destiny, they come out there and they're like, hey, buy our game. You know what? Pre-order our game. And you know what? Pre-order the ultimate edition of our game. Get an awesome season pass, some special items. You're going to love it. You're an early adopter. You played the beta. You know what? Pre-order the game and you'll get the beta. You played the alpha. You'll get a nice little badge thing so everybody knows. I like that stuff, sure. Thank you. I appreciate all that, Bungie. Thanks for giving me all the goods. Here's my problem, though. How come I'm an early adopter, I get all this cool stuff, but, I don't know, a couple months later, a year later, 2 years later, your game, now you bring out a whole new version of the game with all the DLC, all of the stuff that you gave me for free, all the stuff that I had to pay for a lower price. I'm talking now you can buy the complete edition of Destiny for $50, $40, $30. Sometimes it's on a crazy sale at $20. That's nuts. Now, I get it, right? The game will come out later, and so you have to pay for it later. They want more people to buy it. Okay, fair, right? Doom just recently did this. Now, I didn't buy Doom early. I bought Doom the other day. $15 for the complete edition of Doom, all of the DLC. And I feel bad for the people that paid $60 plus the season pass stuff. I feel bad for them. And so how do we fix that, right? How do we say, okay, you're an early adopter, you buy a game because you believe in the game, you believe in the trailers, you believe in the developers, you believe in that it's going to be great. How do you thank me for buying your game early while not punishing? You don't want to punish people for buying it late, but also giving people who come in late content, but you want to keep rewarding the people that are playing and probably buying your stuff, right? I'll give you another good example, right? Blacklight Retribution. Imagine if Blacklight Retribution, or another free-to-play game, for those that maybe don't play Blacklight Retribution, but you a free-to-play game like League of Legends or something like that, you start playing that game, you're an early adopter. Maybe you played the beta, maybe you played the alpha, which a lot of people pay for, by the way, right? They pay for early alphas, early betas, things like that, which is a little crazy, but people do it. I've done it. And so you pay for it or whatever, or you don't pay for it, whatever, but you've been playing the game for a long time. Let's say you've been spending a lot of money for a long time, right? And then, out of nowhere, they're like, oh, for those that haven't been in the game, here's a pack that you can buy for $20, and you're gonna get all these cool items that, everybody who's been playing for a long time probably already paid for. How do you make amends for that? How do I, as an early adopter, feel good about that? I'm struggling with this, guys. I'm struggling. Because I pre-ordered Destiny 2, and I love Destiny. But, I know a lot of people that paid for Destiny 1, like me, bought all the DLC, like me, aside from the most recent one. I don't want to do it again. I just pre-ordered it, and I just feel like I'm going to have friends who are going to wait till the game costs $20. And, granted, I got to play it for 2 years, and they only got to play it for, maybe a couple months. But for a lot of people, that's all they need. And I guess they could tell me to wait, but I don't know. I just want to know what your guys' opinions are on this. Let me know. Am I crazy? Am I one of those people that's just like, thinking too much into it? Should I just not think about it so much and just play the game? You'll play it longer. It'll be all good. Or do you guys agree with me? Should we be compensated, or should we at least be rewarded? Or how you gonna make me special? You know what I'm saying? How can you help me feel good about my decision of being an early adopter? I think that there's just a struggle here. I've heard some people say discount the game earlier and then bring it up to its final price, and then bring it down. So if I'm an early adopter, I'll pay less in the beginning, which means more people might buy it in the beginning. Then when it starts to rise in price, more people will buy it before it gets to its peak. Then when it gets to its peak, it stays there for a bit. For people who just didn't know about the game and didn't really care about the early adoption part, they'll buy it. And then as the end of its life cycle, people will buy it when it goes back down. I'm using my hands. Low, high, low. A bell curve, right? So let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I think that's a good idea, but maybe it wouldn't work. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Am I crazy? Am I nuts? Are y'all with me on this one? All right. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys online, hopefully streaming something this weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.